Today I'm going to be installing a 034 Motorsports high pressure fuel pump piston upgrade kit on this 3-liter turbocharged engine. It's a 2018 Audi S4. So pump's really easy to get to on this. All I've done so far is lift the engine cover up and just pull straight up. Super easy. You're going to need a 17 millimeter wrench, a 14 millimeter wrench. I use a little seal pick like this, and this is a triple square, 10 millimeter triple square. So here's the pump. Use a 17 to get this loose. You're gonna spray fuel everywhere, so just throw a rag over it and kind of get to it like this and then crack it loose. And then you're gonna get to this 14 millimeter right there. Right to there. Crack that loose and unscrew that. And then I use a little seal pick to pull back on this red plastic tab on the back of this connector right here. Just pull this back, and then you can get your hand in there and just push in the little tab on the back side of it like this and release it. So it was already pulled back, that's why you didn't see me do anything, but if you have the little hook, you'll pull that back. It's pretty easy to do. It's just like this style. You just pull back on the connector. And then pull those both loose. And with those out of the way, you can just back them on the fitting a little bit. You don't have to get the other line of them loose. There's enough wiggle room in the lines where you can pull this pump right out. So I'm gonna do that right now. Right now with all that stuff released, I like to just kind of get underneath there, kind of pull on this one a little bit and kind of wiggle on the other one too. You can pull it back slightly without damaging anything or bending it really bad. And then you can just get under there and kind of use one hand to pull and the other hand to kind of wiggle it until it pops out of there. It fits right through all this stuff. And then you can just grab that pump right out. All right, now what you want to do is clamp it in a vise. I like to do it like this, not grab the flats, because you don't want to risk turning that backside of the pump. And just clamp it in there with some rags. And you have to get this special tool right here. 034 sells it, the service tool for the pump. Just use a 3/8 drive ratchet. Put that on like that, and then make sure you're clamped in there real good. And then you're going to unscrew this. Standard threads, counterclockwise. Unscrew this with something like this. Right there it is, cracked loose. Now you just can unscrew this and pull this right apart. Make sure you're doing this in the cleanest environment you can. I'm just setting this on a shop rag. And then you just set this down like that. So here's your cylinder. That's what you're going to be replacing. One of the things you're going to be replacing with a larger bore. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. This is kind of a weird way to do this, but I guess to disengage the spring, I'm using a 19 millimeter socket on that end, and on the other end is just a small triple square that just contacts the center of that rod. So then, I guess all you do is you just turn the vise and squeeze this until the retainer pops off and the spring is freed. Wear safety glasses for this one. There it is. Kind of a sketchy procedure there, but that did is it just pulled this off the end here. So, all right, so now with this assembly off like this, you can just pull the spring right off like that, and then you can pull your cylinder right out. So there's your old piston, and here's your new one. You can see there's a huge size discrepancy between this and this. So it's a lot larger. You want to use a little bit of motor oil, so I just put my hand in a little bit of motor oil and kind of wipe this all down before I assemble it, just to keep everything moving. Good. And take your new one and you're going to slip it through the cylinder here through this assembly, and then you can put that back on. You're going to use the new retainer. It works differently than the other one. Kind of, thank God, honestly. It works like that. It's just like a standard valve spring now, like you're installing on an engine. So you want to use a valve spring compressor, or something like this, like even an O2 sensor socket or something like this that'll push this down so you can access the inside to put the keepers on when the spring is compressed. So I'll show you how I do that. All right, now I have a kit that I use, and for regular on a car. This is made by Orion Motor Tech. That's the brand. It was on Amazon, super cheap kit, and this is just one of the little fittings that you would use. So this works perfect for squeezing this down until you can see the stem real well out the other side of it, like that, and exposes that groove. Then you're gonna wanna use these keepers. What I like to do is, with these keepers, is get a little bit of grease on them. I used trans grease because it's really sticky and gross. It works great. And then just kind of sneak those in. If you've done a lot of engine stuff in the past, this will be pretty normal, you know, as far as this is a pretty common job. So it's just one groove keeper. Pretty easy to get it situated. If you have a little side load on it, on there a little bit stupid like I do right now, you may have to kind of wiggle it around, but not a big deal. Make sure you have your keepers on right. Just kind of sneak those in. Gonna have to wiggle this around. Just watch it while you slowly release. I got one I have to push in further. I can see it's not. The grease makes it extra hard to see what you're doing. But there it is. Once you get it on there like that, I'm gonna wipe this off so I can see how it looks. You want to just make sure the keepers are mated up against each other in there, real nice. It should look like that. All right, now you just take the upgraded cylinder and just slide it onto this assembly. Put a little bit of oil on there first. That slides on like this, and then this whole unit. All right, now it's all together. It's on there. Everything is oiled up. The O-ring is oiled up. Just screw this down with your fingers, and then you can grab the tool, put that on there, tighten this thing down real good, and then your assembly is ready to go. So, yep, you're gonna just reinstall it the same way you took it off. All right, now with that all back together like this, you wanna put a little bit of oil on that O-ring and put it back in the same way you found it. So pretty easy to do. You just kind of slip it back in there, and yeah, it'd be easier with two hands, but that's it. So get that back on there, tighten up your fittings, plug it back in, and you should be good to go. So it's actually pretty easy to do. That kit is way cheaper than buying a high flow, you know, or high pressure performance pump. So yeah, I recommend it. Thanks for watching.